Hello guys, welcome to a quick BTC update video. Today we're going to talk about the high time frames and talk a little bit lower time frames, and also cover the setup I shared on Twitter and in the group yesterday. So, looking at the range, we're still in the range, so no reason to get extremely bearish or extremely bullish. We haven't broken any major structure, both to the downside or the upside. We are in the range, so it makes sense for the range to keep ranging for a little while. We are trying to reclaim the point of control, so if we see a strong close above the point of control, expect the range value high to get a new test. That's just the way the range works. And then again, we watch for short triggers. If not, the next major big resistance is the range highs. But we also have some resistance looking at the lower time frames with some local levels. But the strongest zone is here, of course. But we can watch for some scalps against the trend, against the momentum and so on. But on the bigger time frames, it's also very important to have a view of how bigger time frames are looking. Looking at the lows, we still have major unswept lows below of interest. So sooner or later, I'm expecting these to get taken. But the thing is, it can take some time before we take them. But sooner or later, we're going to take them. So looking at the range, the key places to focus is the range value high. Then we look for acceptance, first and foremost to short down the point of control, but acceptance above, we look for bullish support from the range value high to target the range highs. And let's say we long from the range value low, and then we target the range point of control and range low to range value low. And the key always is to take level for level and look for acceptance and take profit as if we don't break it. And usually the range point control is area we used to stop up and chop a little bit because it's the highest amount of volume in the current range. So the range point control is not always a trading zone alone, but where we see the mean reversions, that's from the range high and the range low, and usually also, for example, from this range value low based on all the lows, and it's lower volume and it's more liquidity. Looking at least more untapped liquidity. Looking at the TA I have made in here, the lick chart is pretty much these two levels of lick as most important short term. And if you want to focus just on these type of levels, feel free to screenshot this chart and focus on these levels. We are not close to any one of these as of now. Looking at my lower time frame chart, I had this setup I shared yesterday in the group and on Twitter for acceptance, and I took a trade, acceptance trade, took TP1. Why did I take this trade? First and foremost, bullish retest of the zone, got in quickly, stop loss below this impulsive candle up. You can see the momentum is getting up, and you also see money flow isn't showing any signs of weakness, not even here. It tells us the money flow is going up, and that tells me that a potential squeeze is on the table. But when I saw this momentum starting to break down and this impulsive candle up, I just had to take TP1 and close 65% with stop loss to entry. Looking at the 15 minute, you can see already here starting to move, the momentum is up, and the money flow is just getting up. So it pointed towards a squeeze, and that's exactly what we give. So on my main accounts, I'm done for the day. I'm extremely thankful for getting that trade and the setup playing out, because yesterday I had a pretty timely day with some lower margin scalping and not the best day for sharing ideas, and I was very unsure yesterday, at least on sharing ideas. So I didn't do that because I didn't anything I felt was worth sharing, other than of course this previous week idea which I shared later today. So today we have CPI data, and on lower time frames, everything can happen. We can pretty much see a big squeeze if the CPI data and shows that inflation is lower than expected. I'm expecting a squeeze. If it's higher than expected, I'm expecting a local dump. And my plan is just to watch the levels and look for triggers. I don't have I'm going to short them. I'm just going to let it roll out, let it play out, and if potentially I see a big candle up, I'm going to be careful on shorting and look for weakness and confirmation of structure and weakness. Potential money flow changes, ranges rejections of range highs, for example, on the lower time frames and local ranges. If I don't see that, I'm gonna chill on the shorts, and same thing on the long side. If it just keeps dumping, of course, why I'm gonna change longs? I'm gonna wait until we see some triggers and the market is telling me that the potential reversal is on the way. If not, I'm just waiting. No problem. I have no problem waiting. I love to be patient. The market has told me so many times, when I'm not patient, I get burned. And the market tells me that I need to be patient. And that's the way it is. If I see some good trading setups soon, I'm going to share that in the group and on Twitter. But right now, I'm just letting the price develop. I'm still in the trade, but the most of the risk reward is taken out. So it's a risk-free, profitable trade with over 2 hours if you got stop loss. If you want to join my group where I shared how I trade and share how you can improve your trading, I also share setups pretty much every day. At least when I see something good, I share setup with stop loss, entry, and so on beforehand, so you can get in exactly when you need to, and also have everything prepared before we come to the zone, which is a much better idea than signals. And I have a learning zone where I put out learning content. I'm gonna make a lot of learning content this week. Stay tuned for that. And if you join, you get lifetime access. It's lifetime or nothing. It costs money, but if you're serious and you want to become a better trader and want to have a unique community where everyone actually burns for trading and people support each other and we don't focus on flexing and focus on learning, you are very welcome to join the community. If you need a place to trade, check out BloFin, link in the description. Check out LBANK. If you're in the EU, check out KCEX or Bybit EU. That's the best deal in the EU. Other than that, CPI data, be careful. It can get very volatile. Please don't try to short every candle and long every dump. Please be careful. Patience and triggers rather than FOMO. Risk management first. And I'll update you later tomorrow on what happened and a few more trading zones as always. We're still in the range. Be patient. Be careful. See you.